And so, as I'm standing there, I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, I see this rustling in the crowd. At that point, about 20 to 30 young Spaniards get up and start staring at me with the same angry expression that this one guy has. And so after that, there's just this huge tidal wave of sangria that comes out. So I'm standing there getting drenched. Of course, I duck for cover the best that I can. And so I'm in the middle of it, and it's just raining down upon me, and I can't believe I just totally ruined my bullfight experience. And then I kind of looked like through the sangria, and they were throwing fruit too. People were going for headshots. It's got really nasty. And so I look and I see Seth, and he walks over to me, and as he's walking over, I can tell he's sizing up the situation, and he realizes this is just a really, really bad situation he's walking into here. And I can tell he's trying to kind of think it through, and he looks at me with kind of pity on his face, and then he looks up at them. And he kind of hesitates for a second, and he just goes, and he's got his beer, and he just goes, ah! And then he talks for double with me, and the wolf was just have sangria thrown at us for the next hour, and we all got really sick. But it was great. And I bring that up because it shows the kind of friend that Seth is. Gretchen, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you've got a bunch of Spaniards hanging up on you, you can count on Seth. And probably other situations too, but definitely that. Oh, we're still going. We've been friends for a long time. Alright. So, covered the graduation stuff. The other thing I want to say is that, I spent a lot of time around the drugs. It's been kind of my second family for a number of years. And I feel like I've gained a lot of perspective on them. I've gotten to know them probably better than most. And I come from a very competitive family myself, I should say. So we can definitely smell our own. And the drugs are equally, if not potentially, more competitive. Maybe not more, I can't say that my family here. But they're definitely as competitive, I'd say. And I'll start with Mr. Druck and just kind of go down the line from there. Because this all ties in, by the way, so stay with me. So anyway, Mr. Druck is notorious, known for just being on the sidelines every single game, probably some practices. I think he actually set a record. It was most restraining orders from a opposing team. Right. Most restraining orders from an opposing team. Pre-game, yes. Couldn't get within 100 feet of the field. And actually also the only parent in Columbia High School history to ever follow a referee and just barf all the way back to the house. Intimidation purposes. It's real trailblazing. So that takes us to Seth. This will show you that it's clearly genetic. So, you can watch, all of the guys who play soccer, Seth, I'm sure you guys all know. One of the stories I enjoy more from college is just the fact that Seth actually was kicked out of intramural sports senior year in college in his heyday. He actually, unfortunately, got into a fist fight with a referee. I'm sure you had it coming. Anyway, so that takes us to Gretchen, more interestingly. And one of the first stories I ever heard about Gretchen was, they met playing soccer, and they were on this team together, and a bunch of guys are here tonight from the team. And Seth was telling me a story about they got, Gretchen was playing goalie, and some guys come in on a fast break or something. I don't know how exactly it played out, but it was just kind of a dirty move, and he ends up they collide, and he takes Gretchen's legs out. It's clearly a very, very dirty move. And so all the guys and everybody on the team was just furious, and they just want blood, they want to go after this guy. But then it turned out that nobody wanted that blood more than Gretchen. It immediately shifted from trying to get this guy to then trying to hold Gretchen back. And the best part about it is that when Seth's telling me the story, at the end of all that, I'm like cracking up, and he's just like completely serious. He's like, Gretchen,
That's what I do, man.
Almost there. Bear with me. So the last thing I wanted to say is, I mean, Seth, you know, you've been an amazing friend to me over the years, I'm sure. Brett will cover some of the sentimental stuff a little bit. Alright, fine. I got it. Alright, thanks. Seth and I talk about everything, you know, all kinds of things about life and everything else. And, you know, some things are really stupid and whatever, but also serious stuff. And, it came up a little bit today, and I was totally worried that someone was going to steal my thunder and say it before I did, but I don't think they really did. One of the best pieces of advice that Seth has ever given me is, you know, we were kind of talking at one point, and it's just kind of like, you know, how do you know that someone's like the right person for you? Like, how do you just know that this is the one? And what he said to me, I actually figured it out ahead of time. He'd probably been waiting months to say it. It's sort of down, perfectly delivered. But he said, the way that you know that someone is the person for you is if you are your best self when you're with them. If they bring out the best in you and you like the person that you are when you're with them, then that's the person you should be with. And from the moment that I met Gretchen, I noticed the change in my friend. Seth's always been a great guy, but I noticed the change, and I've never ever doubted that you were the right person for him. I'm so happy with both of you, and I love you both, and I just wish you guys so much more happiness and success. Always forget. All right, everybody, if you would, if you put your glasses in the air, Seth and Gretchen, and yeah, I did. I'm sorry. But anyway, if you would, to Seth and Gretchen, many more years of success and happiness.